So I guess this is what we're doing. We're just doing some weird stuff now. What do you think?
Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring. Hand me a drink cause I think I'm going all in. Get me a shrink who can catch me when I'm falling. Cover up my scars, flip the handlebars.
So, tell us about the bus. What are your plans?
Wait,
How can I make this video as awkward as possible?
yeah, it's pretty awkward so far.
Well, it's only zoomed in on your nose, so it's not that bad.
So 2003 van bus.
E450?
Yes.
450, 550.
450. 450.
And the pain in the rear is that it's a salvage, which has made it harder because it's a commercial vehicle. Being a 450, 550, California deems it as a commercial vehicle.
Right.
So they won't register it.
Right.
So luckily, we're trying to go out to Arizona. Arizona will register it.
Mm-hmm. So yesterday we drove, I think about 6 or 7 hours collectively, not one way, out there to go get it inspected, which luckily it passed no issues. So it got inspected and registered. So now the hurdle is getting it insured, which I think is going to be difficult in and of itself.
What's next? You got the floor in.
Yes, the floor got put in. It looks gorgeous. It's a little dirty. But we always only walk with socks. Keep it nice and clean. We've caulked the floors also, so there's silicone, pure silicone, in the gaps. As you can see, there is this is foam insulation. I know that a lot of car people, they use like almost like a tar material. It's like really thick and heavy, but this is foam. I think it's more so for the heat rather than just the sound, because I was more concerned about like insulating for heat and temperature. And we've also put in this the fan. I don't remember what it's called. Do you remember the name of it?
Max
Flow?
something or another. We'll put a link to the fan, that way you can look it up.
Yeah, but that's like the one that everybody talks about and raves about. And
Yeah.
so we have the IT fan. We have to recaulk it still because it rained right after we put it in, and water just went straight onto the floor. But that's hopefully a simple fix. We've also taken out the stock lights and speakers in the bus, or not the speakers per se, because some of them, like the ones in the back, they're still there, but you can see the hole cutouts. Those used to be the school bus speakers, which when I bought the bus they didn't work anyway, so we took those out. And the wires that were going to it, they did not have any life, whatever the technical term is for that, but they didn't have any life in it, so we just went ahead and ripped out those speakers. We've also just kind of cleaned it up in general, and we've also lubed up these windows. So these windows open.
What'd you use?
We use like one of those like silicone sprays. Some of them are all still need to kind of be like redone, but compared to when I first got it, like I could not open the window myself. So it's a big difference from that. Not that this is really like that big of a thing, but I put in privacy tint. You can still see through it, but I mainly got it for the rainbow effect. When the light shines, like the sun shines through it, it like reflects rainbow all over the place. Which is gonna go in the bathroom, so it's just gonna make the bathroom basically rainbow-esque. So hopefully that's cool.
Next step, getting insurance and putting the bed in.
Yes. I'm working on the insurance part right now, and I believe my dad is going to start cutting the bed. It might even be after we record this. I don't know, but just really, really soon. So I'm really excited for that. I am definitely pretty worried about the insurance though, because as of right now, I live in California, but California is a weird state. Like, it doesn't want to insure anything and or wants to find every little thing to nitpick at for registration or, like, any of that stuff. So I'm really worried about the insurance. But I'm hoping that, we figure it out. Because I know there are ways to do it, even if it's not in California. But, so I know it'll get figured out. I just hope it's going to be sooner rather than later.
What prompted you to want to get this bus?
I really feel like I don't fit into the norm. Like, I just...
Go figure. Lee's out of the norm. Lee's living out of the norm.
Yeah. Is that what your guys' YouTube
That's
is?
the name of our YouTube channel, Lee's Living Out of the Norm.
I didn't know the out of the norm part, but, like, I just don't think I fit into the normal standards. I'm very free-spirited, and I kind of just want to... I really want to travel, and I think road tripping is super cool, especially if you're just, like, taking your house with you. But it's like one thing owning a mobile home, which was what I was going to do, and then I was going to do that one after I decided I was going to buy an ambulance, which I didn't go with the ambulance. I ended up with a bus because I felt like the ambulance was too small. I'm really happy with the size bus that I got.
The bus is cuter.
And the bus is cuter, and it's got all these windows, and it's definitely more spacious to figure out what you want to do. Completely customizable compared to the ambulances, which already kind of have like a structure that you can break down, but it's more, they're more in the same, I feel like. But buses, I feel like they're completely different and they're very unique, and you can make them look, any way you really want them to. Whereas, the ambulance is just a little small, just kind of like one spot, whereas in the bus, even in a short bus,
they're a little less customizable.
Yeah.
Because the boxes are already there, and they're a little narrower, a little shorter, and the shelving is already pretty much set. It takes a lot of effort to remove some of that stuff. So this is kind of more of a blank canvas.
It's more of like a Lego piece, I would say, just kind of.
Yeah.
Like, those old Lego mats that were like really thin, that were just like mats, so you could build on top of them. That's what I see this thing as. It's like one of those Lego mats.
You're a Lego man.
That's rude. Oh, we find it kind of funny. We bought the bus like this, but it's got this lock on it, so that's kind of nice. So people from the outside can't open the emergency door. I mean, like, they can kind of open it, but they can't like actually pull it out because it locks at a certain point. Same thing with the front, but it didn't need it, so I took it off anyway. Because the door will lock if you just kind of push it farther. Yeah, it locks on its own, so I didn't think it really needed it because you can't pull it open even with it locked. I know a lot of people take out that door mechanism, but I'm like 99.9% sure that I'm going to keep that door mechanism because honestly, like, I just really got used to, like, really liking how it opens and just, like, all that. I know people, they take it out and weld the door together, or they'll completely replace it with an RV door, or they'll put, like, a regular door on it, and I don't know, I just found all those ugly, other than welding it together, but then it doesn't open like this, and it doesn't look as nice, so I'm going to keep that mechanism, as chunky as it is, but, yeah.
Taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay.
Welcome to the bus!
I think I'm going crazy. Don't think I'll get on safe. So I'm taking 6 shots all straight to the face. I'm taking